For the second year in a row, Florida State is going to put out a first-round draft pick that didn't start a game for the entire season. The trend began last year with the big-bodied, surprisingly athletic forward Mfiondu Kabengele, and this year, a young man out of Charlotte, North Carolina, did his time in Tallahassee without starting a single game, and yet his name will be likely among the few that can call themselves lottery picks. That man is Patrick Williams. Williams is one of the youngest players in the draft, and yet is built like a full-grown man. Standing at 6'8" and a solid 225 pounds, where he stands out is his pure athleticism. For an 18-year-old to hold his own in the paint like he does is just incredible, and I expect there to be little learning curve for him in this area at the next level. Look at him here as he's not only able to get above everyone else around him, but look at his explosiveness as he's able to bound off the floor multiple times to put the ball back. This pure athleticism makes him one of the more fun players to watch in the country. His strength and fluidity make these dunks look second nature, and he played in a system last year that allowed him to take full advantage of these looks. I would consider his shooting a plus as well. While he only hit 32% of his threes last year, his 84% free throw percentage suggests a high ceiling in this area. For me, his windup is a bit slow, but it's controlled, and he doesn't seem to have problems getting off shots while closely guarded. But where I'm most excited about his potential is when he has the ball in his hand. He has shown that he has a decent handle, especially for a wing of his size, with good control going through congested paint areas. And when he does have to pass it, he has shown flashes of excellence. Look at this cross-court pass in transition for a wide-open three. Here's another example of his transition passing. These are not easy passes to make. He can also make plays off the pick and roll, a staple of almost every NBA offense. Here he drops off a beautiful oop to fellow freshman Balsa Koprivica. This is probably my favorite clip of his because you can see so many of his skills in one place. Here he makes a nice corner pass off the pick and roll, returns to open space on the perimeter, and drills the open three. As you can imagine, someone with his athleticism has a ton of range on defense. He can guard most positions on the court and make electrifying plays like this one. He sees the ball handler turn his back and he pounces. He has a great feel for passing lanes like this one and is good for a breakaway steal or two every single game. Williams shows a lot of potential, but potential still needs time to grow. One of the biggest areas he needs to develop is in his speed at making defensive rotations. Take this play for instance. He sees the ball handler has a one-on-one matchup on the perimeter with a center. Since he's the backside baseline defender, it is his responsibility to rotate and help under the basket. He does eventually do that, but it's too late to make a difference at the basket. Here's a similar situation where he's just a step too slow to be able to cover his help responsibilities. Another struggle he might have at the next level is his lateral speed when guarding quicker guards. Duke knew this and took advantage of that a couple of times with Trey Jones. Now, all of these things said, Patrick Williams resembles a remarkable investment for nearly any team. Initially, he could serve a role as a 3-and-D specialist, but he has so much potential it's hard to ignore. If his ball handling and passing improves, he could be dangerous with the ball in the pick and roll, and even the negatives on defense are nitpicks. I think he has a lower floor than his peer Devin Vassell from FSU, but I also think he has a higher ceiling. If he can't figure out defensive rotations and generally show a bit of improvement on his defensive agility, he might never reach his full potential. But if he can overcome those minor mental hurdles, then Patrick Williams has the frame and athleticism to allow him to become a formidable all-around threat in the NBA. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, make sure you check us out at Tomahawk Nation for more great information on FSU basketball. Make sure you like and subscribe, and tell me what you think down in the comments below. Thanks.